Here are 10 tips that are going to help you become the #1 leasing and managing agent in your marketplace. Let's begin with tip 1, prepare to win. Now this one goes out to all of you that meet new prospective landlords. Before walking into the property, have an amazing energy, great attitude and laser beam focus, knowing that you are going to walk out of the appointment with the signed agency agreement. It's all up to you. If you don't prepare, prepare to lose to someone who is. Tip 2, design a week that will allow you to be the most efficient and productive. You own your own time. Work out what really matters. Only do what's on the list. Make sure you let your team and support staff know what your day and week look like. You own your own time. Work out what really matters. Only do what's on the list. Make sure you let your team and support staff know what your day and week look like. Say no thanks to other staff that will get in the way of you being productive. And make sure you are clear and focused with what you need to achieve. Tip 3, call a landlord and tenant every day. And I don't mean calling your landlord to get authority to have the plumber go out and replace the hot water system. I mean calling a landlord or tenant and providing some form of value-add information or a good feel call. Call a landlord letting them know that a few other properties close to theirs have just sold or just leased, and that you wanted to let them know of current market trends and results. Landlords love this sort of information as it provides an insight into what their property might be worth for sale or what you might look at reviewing the rent to when the current tenancy expires. Give a tenant a call and say thank you for keeping your home tidy and presentable if you found it to be so after doing a routine inspection. This is what I like to call client nurture. Now make it part of your nature. Tip 4, care and connect. Realize that you will achieve more if you think like a human than like a real estate agent. You are in the business of managing relationships, not property. And I know that that could sound a little strange, but when you really think about it, that's what this industry is all about. It's about people. Remember, really care and connect with the people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Doing so will ensure a rewarding and successful career in property management. When calling a tenant as an example, letting them know that they are in arrears and that the Residential Tenancy Act requires them to be in advance at all times. Instead of quoting the legislation, ask why it is that they are in arrears. Get an understanding of their situation. Allow them to feel comfortable in telling you what their challenge could be in paying the rent on time. It could mean a very different outcome and how you put forward a solution. Tip 5, thoughts plus beliefs equals behaviour. If you think and believe certain things about the tenant or landlord, guess what? You're probably going to behave in that way when it comes to your language, your tone, and reaction to any situation. This not only goes towards how you interact with your landlords and tenants, but it also relates to how you interact with your fellow team members and other staff in your agency. I think I am, therefore I know I am. Think good thoughts and understand that it is a privilege to manage someone's biggest financial asset, their property. Tip 6, you manage experiences, not property. This ties in with tip 5. Your values and beliefs and those of the business will determine the experience that your clients will have with you. Make sure you always have a my pleasure attitude when dealing with your clients. Demonstrate great energy, communicate clearly and frequently, and always have in mind the experience you want your clients to be raving about when they are with their friends and family. Tip 7, ask better questions more often. In doing so, you are going to get better quality answers. You're going to be able to obtain the information you need to ensure that you can provide solutions easily for your tenant customers and achieve the outcomes that your landlord clients are after for their investment property. Tip 8, realise rental open house inspections and past clients are the two most neglected assets you have. At a rental open home, most leasing agents or property managers are collecting the names and phone numbers of those that attend and probably only ever talk to those that apply for the property. Well, what happens to those that don't apply? What happens to all of those contacts? Now more than ever, there are more tenants that actually are landlords themselves. And what a massive source of new business that sometimes doesn't even get a second look at because they didn't apply for the rental property. Go back through your records, and for those new business managers, make the phone call and ask whether you can help them with their investment property needs. You'll be surprised at just how many will really appreciate the call and may even invite you over to talk about the management services that you and your agency offers. Same again goes with landlords that you have managed properties for in the past. Perhaps you don't manage it now because they have moved back in or sold the property, but that doesn't mean they don't have another one that you can't be managing. Something that my grandma always used to say to me, you don't ask, you don't get. Don't be so quick to hit the archive button on the landlord record in Rest and file the manila folder away. Ask the question and have a conversation with your past managed landlords. Perhaps you might just find a hidden gem. Tip 9. Be amazing at telling your story and share case studies of how you have delighted clients. Success breeds success. There is no better way of demonstrating to someone that you love what you do and that you are good at what you do than sharing with your clients what others have had to say about you and your agency. Ask for lots of testimonials in the form of written and more so now in the form of video, and share with your clients, both current and new, the passion and process you bring when managing investment properties. Tip 10. Be held accountable and rate yourself monthly. Saving the best tip for last. Together with your principals or manager, map out what it is that will determine what a great day, a great week, or a great month looks like, so that when you review it, you will know whether you are on track or what you may have to do to get back on track. You will never be able to expand on your abilities, professionally develop, and/or grow if you don't have a benchmark that you can measure your activity and performance.